The unknown zone.
Talk show, talk show.
Zone unknown.
Talk show, talk show.
How the hell you find it?
In your overpriced high-tech telephone.
Deep in your bones.
Underneath a pile of stones.
It's some kind of virus. Deep in your nose, in between your toes, smack dab in the middle of your split crotch pantyhose. The unknown show.
Talk show, talk show.
The unknown show.
Talk show, talk show.
The unknown zone.
Talk show.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Move
2,
over.
1.
I can still see your backside. Move over.
Go ahead.
All
It's
right.
a nice backside.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Dalai Lama of Brooklyn Public Access, Yvonne Delet.
Yay!
It's not that fully lit. I'm staging.
Yes.
Welcome, hi everyone.
We need you fully lit.
Huh?
We need you fully lit.
I'm not fully lit? Okay, wait.
Have a few beers and you'll be fully lit.
I'm fully lit. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Yvonne Delet, host of the Unknown Zone Talk Show. Welcome. Today, let's see. So much to talk about. I'm very excited. Phil left. I don't know where he fucking went. Sage. I sage because this is a very spiritual. Kaylyn, would you say spirituality is what we're talking about?
Yeah, we could go down that route. Spirituality.
Yeah, with cards and medium and all that kind of and psychic stuff.
Yeah, spirituality is a nice umbrella term to use. It kind of covers anything that falls under the realm of, sage,
Okay.
tarot, oracle,
I have my candles. I'm all ready.
mediumship.
White light,
Ooh.
motherfuckers. Okay, hi. So anyway, continuing. This is a show that begs to ask the question, is Phil my sidekick or the band? All right, don't even answer. I don't care right now. I don't care. Ooh, what do you think, Polly?
I think Phil is very sexy today. Whatever he is, he's sexy.
Yeah, so it doesn't even fucking matter. All right, so this is the other thing. Look, I have cards. Okay. I want to introduce my help, as it were. Sloppy Seconds, or Phil, AKA something, and happy with Polly Amorous. Yay! All right, well, I actually have another question that is something to ponder, because I had a little, I'm just going to say, I had a little cold this week. Just a cold. But I think it also might have been a little detoxing from a little gluten episode I had this week. You know what I'm saying? So the other question is organic bone broth the new penicillin? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, right? We're thinking. And now I'm going to introduce my guest, who I want to say at the last minute said yes. I didn't tell you this, but we did have another guest who kind of flaked. And I wanted to ask you anyway. I was going to. It just, you know how the divine timing, right?
Timing, that's what I was
You were coming. You were coming on the show. It's just sooner, which is even better.
Ooh.
But the original.
I like when women come on the show.
Right? Yeah, it's yeah, okay. So anyway, the guest, I won't mention his name, had said yes. He was in comedy, and he also did some, he's also, I'm going to say a conspiracy theorist, as, for lack of a better, we're not really, we're actually realists and truth tellers.
Yeah. And intuitives too.
Exactly.
Everyone thinks that intuitives are conspiracy theorists now. It's something I've learned.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, we're going to get to
Fascinating.
that. It's fascinating, right? So yeah. I just wanted to say that, like a lot of guys I dated, he said yes. and then to confirm. And I typed in Messenger, Facebook Messenger, just give me a Y or an N. Like I made it really easy. He didn't even have to write the whole word. And he wrote, it's complicated.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, so, I said, we'll do it another time, whatever. Never.
Why do you have to make things so complicated?
Right? It reminds me of a guy I dated who I actually did the opposite, where we dated for a little bit, and then I decided I didn't like him, and I kept saying, I'm not going to go out with you. And then I finally said to him, what part of no don't you understand? And he said the N and the O.
Ooh.
Okay, I expected a little laughter, but that's okay. All right, let's move on.
Let's see.
Hi-oh, Polly.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey-o.
So anyway, this is much better. But you know what, Happy? I just want to say you're right. I think just one guest, and I love the 4 squares. It's just, it makes,
Yes.
I'm feeling it.
It's symmetrical.
It's symmetrical.
We're having a 4-square meal, and we're all gonna eat each other.
That's right. We didn't totally hear what you said, but I think it was hilarious.
We're having a 4-square meal, and we're all going to eat each other.
Okay, continuing. So now, Kaylyn, this is kind of my opening. I used to do a whole monologue. This is very short compared to what I used to do. So anyway, so Kaylyn was so gracious to say yes instantly. Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. I'm honored to be here. And
Yay!
I'm on the clock, guys, and it's January 10th at 10:10. So that's 10-10-10 energy. So I'm all about the divine timing. So
Yes. My God, I love that.
There's our confirmation.
10 is 1, and I happen to be in a 1 year, by the way. So that's like fucking even more incredible.
There you go, more confirmation.
Right, because it goes back to me. So anyway, I want to introduce you. Kaylyn Ryan is a Reiki master. She does tarot. She's an intuitive. Anything else I'm leaving out?
I just like to say New Earth teacher. Yeah.
New Earth teacher. Yes. Welcome, Kaylyn Ryan.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome. Welcome, Kaylyn.
Thank you.
So I have a lot to talk about. I just want to show you. I want to do a share screen for a second. See if can I do that? You know what? No. I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. I have a lot of topics. I was gonna put it on show my stuff.
Okay, you can click it on the bottom middle of your screen. Probably there's a green button.
There you go.
Right, but how do I get the stuff on there?
Well, it has to share screen means you're sharing your computer screen.
Oh, so I would have had to already put it on somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like a projector, unfortunately. We're not there yet.
F that.
Yvonne is not the best at modern technology.
No, I'm not technically.
We're all learning. We're all learning.
She's going to be on my side, Phil.
Yeah, I am.
I am on your side. That's the point.
Hoes before bros. Just remember that.
Right.
Okay. So I want to ask you how you discovered your gifts and why you are, would you say you're a star seed?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
So
yeah,
it's super interesting. People ask me this all the time, and the best way I can answer it is, I went through a lot of healing. My life sucked. I hated being here. I was one of the people that looked at the sky more than I looked at the earth, and I just couldn't make sense of the injustice that I was witnessing around me and the pain that I saw in myself and others. And, you have to hit rock bottom sometimes.
Always.
Before you can, right?
Always.
So that's what happened to me. I had a divorce. I lost my job. All these terrible things happened in a span of 3 months.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, it was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Can I stop? I have to stop you 1 second. Divorce. How old are you?
I'm 34. So, yeah, it was a short marriage. Like, everything was a joke.
I thought you were in your 20s. That's why I was like,
I
thought you were still in high school.
Oh, thanks. So, no, but my point of this closing, like, you see how I can speak to it with no emotion anymore, because when you begin this healing process, not only do you heal yourself, but for me, it opened up my spiritual gifts. All of a sudden, I always thought I was intuitive to some level, but oh my goodness, did I open a door? The floodgates came open. And then I start sampling the things because I'm looking for answers, like my tarot cards. And I'm like, wow, I feel like I know what these cards mean, and I'm not even reading a book. Wow. So I must have done it in a past life, or I must have done it, right? So do I really know? No, but these things came very natural to me once I was doing this healing work. or what we like to call in the spiritual community, the inner work or the shadow work. It's not easy, it's not fun, but once you move through it, you realize that you're really not who you thought you were. You're someone else, and you are a divine being. So again, the healing for me is what kind of unlocked that.
Did you do some therapy?
I did therapy. I did everything. What do you mean? I did everything
right.
I could. Oh yeah, I did everything I could. And well, that's where you get to the point where you're just like, I'm taking all these depressant drugs, I'm taking all these whatever, and nothing's working. And they're like, wait, I have the power inside of me to do this. I just have to be dedicated to myself. I have to love myself enough to heal.
But you know what's amazing to me is that you knew that. I just have to say, my face is so fucking I gotta turn off a light. I have a big ego.
Okay.
I don't know why. I take herbs, and I think sometimes like the niacin comes out and shit. But I'm sorry. You know, I'm present, and I'm.
Yvonne.
Yes, sir.
Where did you take Herb? Did you take him into your bedroom?
If only. I just want to acknowledge you had a monkey there.
Oh yeah, he's my sex therapy pet.
Nice. I need one of those. I have a shit pillow. Is that the same thing?
No, he lets me fuck him whenever I want to.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, he's Bobo.
Bobo.
Oh.
Okay. You know there's going to be a lot of inappropriate stuff today, right, Kaylyn?
I'm down with that.
Okay, cool.
So Kaylyn, Kaylyn's to me, she's very vibrant today. She's vibrating on a very cool frequency. It seems like you weren't vibrating. You weren't always as you are today. You were just different vibration, or you were kind of always upbeat.
No,
vibrating.
I'm a different person now. People like I'm unrecognizable compared to who I was, 7 years ago.
Do you think that? I think this is the real you, and I think what happens is we have a lot of societal and familial conditioning that tries to keep us down.
100%.
You know what I mean? So I think what happened is there was something inside of you, because I had the same thing, where the world didn't seem right.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't make sense. A lot of stuff didn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. My journey was more about through drugs and alcohol to hitting a bottom that way. Mm-hmm. Right? But because I couldn't make sense of it, and I felt like I kept getting shot down, right? And
yep. And so to speak to that, so it's all about stepping into your truth. And the problem, like you're saying, with societal norms and what our family tells us who we are and what our teachers teach us who we are and the expectation, we try to put ourselves in a box. And it does not resonate for starseeds. And this is why every starseed I talk to has either chronic illness or addiction issues that they've overcome, that they're healing at the moment, because I feel like that's almost our gift, because we're given this opportunity to hit rock bottom so that we can awaken to who we truly are. But until we step into our truth, we are just faking our lives, and it does not resonate for us. So it's a struggle. But once we finally step into it, even though it's not what society expects, or even though it sounds crazy, we're so relieved. And like for me, I know I don't even care how crazy I sound on my lives on Instagram, or how, when I describe to people, because it's my truth, right? Mm-hmm. So for starseeds, it's very unique. And there are a lot of starseeds on the planet right now, especially our kids coming up. They resonate with a lot of the stuff that we're talking about because they remember it. They don't need to be taught it. They remember it. It's because we were conditioned out of who we truly are. It's like now we have to unlearn everything. So
right.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're fascinating as well as beautiful.
Thanks, Happy.
Kaylyn, can you give me a firmer definition of starseed because those of us who don't know the term?
So starseeds are, okay, let me start. So you have a body, but your soul, right, is the dominant figure. In other words, your body, your human physique is just an avatar, but your soul comes from somewhere else. So for starseeds, you might be from, for example, the Pleiades, which is the seven sister constellation. You might be from Andromeda, which is considered the master builders. You might be from another consciousness or star system. Yeah. So when we're seeing all this happening, and like the year 2020, for example, and on, like starseeds are excited right now because we came here from other places to help with this huge shift. So when we see things crumbling while the rest of the world is crying, we're like, yeah, bring it, because
Thank
we
you.
crumble so we can rebuild it.
Kaylyn, can I eat a starseed?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, you can.
It would be up to that
can.
starseed.
You
It would
can.
be up to that starseed. You can, yes. But
They sound tasty.
I don't think he meant literally. I think he meant sexually.
I get it.
Oh,
Continue.
either way, whatever works. He's so horny.
He lightens the load. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, so it's again, for starseeds, you're just from a different planet or a different consciousness, or your purpose. There's many starseeds, especially Pleiadians. There are a ton of Pleiadians here right now, and they are here because they did the same thing that we did here on Earth, 3-dimensional to 5th dimensional. So the Pleiades did this. They were 3D and they went through a transition as well. And so they have a lot of empathy for what they're seeing happen to humans right now. They have a lot of empathy for the crumbling, and they want to assist us with this transformation. So a lot of Pleiadian souls have incarnated on the planet right now. And it's unique because they're all spread out. They're all spread out all over the world.
I'm definitely
that's the purpose, right?
Yeah. I finally realized what my purpose was. It took a very long time. Like I felt like I've been waiting for this time.
You have. I have too. We've been waiting. This is why we're so excited. That's why 2020 was the best year of our life, because we see it differently. Our perspective is different.
Right. Like and that's your yes, sir.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay. So
just agreeing with you. I'm just agreeing with you.
Wow. All right. I like that. So so I felt like, you know, for me, this all made total sense, right? Especially with the Great Awakening. Like it's all in the astrology.
Oh yeah, easy. Prophecy, the Hopi prophecy. I mean, so many prophecies speak to this, yeah.
Right. So for people like us, that's how, when you explain what you just explained, it validates for me why people like us just know what's going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think I heard just yesterday that 2/3 of the population are not awake.
I believe it.
So,
wake up!
Exactly.
Wake up!
Say that again, Polly.
Wake up!
That's great for editing. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what I've had to learn is how to temper my dialogue, my communication with people, right? So, you know, if someone's completely asleep, I can't be bothered. I just can't do it because it's draining, right?
Yes.
We can't do that. So if someone's a little awake, like I will be in, let's say, this is crazy, like I'll be in an Uber. I'll be anywhere, but I'm just using, let's say, Uber, and the guy will say, these masks are ridiculous. And then I'll go, and I found the opening.
That's your door, yeah.
That's my door. So then I'll say why they don't work. I'll say they don't work, and I'll just give them a little bit, right?
Right.
Planting seeds. Exactly. Plant a seed. And I'll end with, trust yourself. Don't believe the hype.
Good for you.
And that's
what starseeds do. That's what starseeds do. We're teachers. We are not here, and this is why I think our like you said, we're starting to articulate these teachings, if you will, in a way that we don't ever want to feel like we're preaching or we're forcing, because we see the forcing and we see the control, and we do not want that approach. But when we do see someone who's cracked open just a little bit, we want to empower them, because we want them to remember who they truly are and give them the remembrance that they are sovereign beings that don't have to follow this narrative.
Right. And that's what I had to. That's what I had to get to. That's what I had to get to, because I'm a Pisces, right? But I have 6 planets in fire signs.
Oh, wow. I could see that for sure.
Moon rising in Leo.
Okay.
So that's funny, right? That's the funny part. But I found out that Moon in Leo in general is big heart.
Yes.
And very intuitive. And I didn't realize that.
Yes.
So, but with all my fire, I had to learn how to, I'm going to use a term that I've learned in Al-Anon. say what I mean what I say, and don't say it mean.
Right.
Right? And also, how do I relay the message? Because I get so angry at the fact that people either choose to stay unconscious or adamant about it. And that's where I learned, all right, I can only talk to people that the door's open either a little or a lot. Right? And I have to say it in a nice way. Like, you're very good on your little broadcast, Fuck me.
No, it is a little broadcast.
No,
Look,
no, I don't like that.
It's my little baby.
Oh,
it's your little bit, but I love you on your Instagram lives. That's really the correct term.
okay.
Let me finish my sentence.
Oh, I thought that was an invitation. You said "fuck me." I was wondering.
It might be. So, what I love is you're very welcoming, but you're solid and confident, and that's what because I was attracted to your vibe, and then I got a reading from you.
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh.
You're one of the first ones when I went public. Like, look, this stuff isn't easy. It was not easy for me to go public with it, and it is because of the expectations and the conditioning. Look, I have a super Catholic mom. Not to mention, you kind of doubt yourself when you're putting yourself out there. You want your readings to resonate for people. You want your message to resonate. But you get to a point, at least for me, it was just like, I'm either going to hold this in and my soul will regret it, or I can just
have a nervous breakdown.
Take a chance. You just take a chance. And then when you see that people, how much they need it and how many starseeds there are and how many people are looking for guidance. And you know what? I tell people, I'm speaking my truth. It's going to evolve. I might not say things the exact right way, or I might change my mind. But if this message is for you, it's for you. And you need it right now. People need it. They need the empowerment. They need the truth.
But you know what's great about that? It's not dogma. It's being flexible, right? It's being fluid. It's being fluid. And that's what a human being is supposed to be, right? You're not what I believe now, I might not believe in 5 years, or I didn't believe in 5 years past.
Right.
Yes, Polly.
I have a question for Kaylyn.
Sure, Happy. What's up?
What kind of shampoo do you use? Your hair is nice.
Oh, I actually use this one. I love it. You should definitely invest. It's called Fiore. It's like a bar, and it's made by these like really nice Chinese ladies that do like, the Chinese ladies with the long black hair. It's like they're 60.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like them.
Asian, especially Japan. There's a whole community where they live on a mountain, and they all live to be over. A lot of them live to be over 100, and they smoke and they drink. But they have a great lifestyle. They have the least amount of stress. They work, they have fun, and they eat a lot of miso.
Miso horny.
I saw that coming a mile away, Polly.
Miso horny. Love you long time.
I didn't even try. That was so great. I didn't even have to try. That was amazing. Thank you, Comedy Universe.
I saw it coming a mile away.
That was a Comedy Universe. I swear to God, I feel naive right now. So I want to ask you about what you eat. Like, do you find that with your vibe and energy that makes a difference? Because I do try to eat healthier. I work with a nutritionist who's also a shaman. I take herbs. I try to eat as organic as possible. I'm not perfect. Like I said earlier, I had a gluten episode, which I paid for.
But you had a gluten episode because your body, it's truly not what we're meant to eat. So there are a lot of starseeds that will say, actually, a fruitarian diet is what all humans are meant to, that's how we're supposed to eat. Yeah, right. But like, look, here's the thing. We live in a very toxic world. It's hard to go through any grocery store and get food that does not have additives or things that just aren't natural for our body. The goal is to just be in the most natural state possible. And considering what a toxic world we live in, especially in the United States, when our grocery stores have food that is actually illegal in some other countries.
Yes.
You do the best you can, and you try to eat as clean as you can. You do the supplements, but as long as it's pure. Now, eating like this, it gets expensive, right? And it's some people just, it's a shame that they make it such
right, but the more people that buy it, the less expensive it's going to get. That's what's
true.
And you have to do it because otherwise your medical bills are going to be out of control, right?
And so this is what I'm saying. So maintenance is better than repair is how I like to look at it. So by eating this way, I know I'm not going to get sick. I know that I'm taking
Correct.
the best care of my body. I'm confident. And whatever you believe is what you manifest. So I truly believe that because I take my supplements, because I detox, because I take care of my body, because I drink pure water, not Brita water, but pure water with no fluoride in it, things like this, I feel confident in how I'm taking care of my body. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. The one thing that I don't eat meat, and I will eat fish occasionally. But I'm an animal lover, and it's funny, like when I stopped eating,
That one's hard for me.
I didn't plan it. I just, I would buy my regular groceries, and at the end of the week, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't eat any of the meat. Then I did it another, and again, I'm like, I guess I don't want meat anymore. So my body just told me. My body just told.
No,
That's
exactly. The body speaks. Like Polly likes to eat his own. Polly eats his own. Is that your cousin? What's happening now? It's like you're eating your cousin. Okay, you're busy. So you know what I want to say? That goes with that. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, I love a good fart. My cousin, my nephew and I, we're farty butt twins, just so you know. Anyway, so when I said,
Have you ever done a fart transplant?
No, how do you do that?
Between your toes, smack dab in the middle of your split crotch pantyhose. The unknown show.
Talk show.
The unknown show.
Talk show.
The unknown zone.
Talk show.